better? Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Get the mittens on. Let me scooch over. All right. So, all I've done so far is I did some guidelines for myself on this page. Welcome, everybody. This is Arts of the Round Table. My name is Mello, and I am going to attempt to do a comic book cover for a non-existing book with Green Lantern and Steel. And these are my models. That's going to be my Steel. I think I'm going to have them down here somewhere. And this is going to be John Stewart Green Lantern. I'm going to have him up here somewhere. It'll probably be more of a close-up of John Stewart. We'll see how that goes. So let's just get the sketching going. I am excited though. I just got these pencils yesterday. These sketch and wash pencils that I've seen the artist Freddie Williams III use, and did his pencils, did his inks, and then he used a little bit of the graphite here and the water brush to paint the tone on it. So I'm excited to try that, but I'm not going to do it on any of this. I'm actually going to do it on my portrait only sketchbook. This sketchbook. Let's go in on page 1. I'm going to go back in there and add sharper black, but because these are just kind of like practices in my portraits, I'm not sweating it too much. It's okay that it's incomplete, but I will go back in there. So for my second page, I have an idea for a penguin, the penguin from DC Comics that I might do there. But anyway, let's get sketching. So I'm using some reference. Yeah, I'm gonna put you guys here, and hopefully you guys will be able to hear me better. That should be good. I am using reference. These are my references. All I need is really the suit. So I'm using that picture of Steel. I mean, I could have used anything, but his suit is pretty straightforward. So I just need that for reference. That's a huge. Anyway, I never realized the hydraulics. Bogdanov and Jank, I gotta give them props. But anyway, pretty nice, pretty cool picture. I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to use this Green Lantern as my reference. I just need it for the suit. We all know what he looks like, the suit looks like, but I like to have a visual for when I'm working. And that's it. So, what's going on, Saboteur? Still cold down here. Look, I got my Swifty. All right, let's see. So, how you doing, bro? I saw that your box is in. That's cool. I think I'm gonna measure his head here somewhere. And a fist here. Trying to use the rule of 3. And I'm gonna put steel someplace down here. Dude, not only do I have flannel, I got my hoodie on. I'm from up north, man. I got thin blood, bro. Let me see. About right here, I think. Maybe about right. You know what? I like that line. I'll keep it. My house is well insulated, I think, which is why it's cold. I don't need you. All right. I wish I had like something to prop them up. All I have is stuff to prop them up. There you go. There you go, guys. If we're in the same age group, don't forget your vitamins, fellas. All right, so I think I'm gonna do Stuart's head up here. Lower this. But how's it going, man? Hope you're doing all right. I was just watching. Chuck Gibson was on. He was doing some inking, and I wanted to watch him do some work. I thought it was cool. It might be too big, but that gives me a place to mess with. I wanted to make him intense, so you have that. I have. Oh, these. The kneaded eraser. Yeah. But I have this mat here. That might work. Yeah, Chuck. I hope he does. I was trying to encourage him to do more live streams. He's so good, man. He's such a professional, and but I think he's old school. I think in the sense that he doesn't mind the solitude when he's working, like the quiet around him, and he'd rather concentrate on the work, which I don't blame him. All right, I'm just roughing out Jon Stewart. I'm gonna make him looking at us. I do that a lot when I'm drawing a face or whatever, mimicking the expression on the face. And considering I draw a lot of angry looking dudes, I'm always grimacing. There. But I'm trying to think in terms of covers now. Most of my artwork and my paintings are, splash page style or just a portrait style. He looks like he's kissing his hand, like we about to sock you one. I might actually. No, I have some more. I got kneaded erasers everywhere. But yeah, man, if you get a chance, check out Chuck's page. Uh, but we was talking. I keep looking over here because my YouTube feedback's over here. So that's where I'm reading my comments. But my OBS is in front of me. My camera's here. My face camera here. And I'm not recording. Um, 520. If you get a chance, you should check out his page. Like I said, he's such a professional. He was working on um, the cover to Rob's book, his new book that they've been doing. So that's kind of cool. All right, so uh, 3, 4, 5 seconds for the build up, and then stop. This is the one thing that sucks that I don't like about all the social media stuff and all the presentation part. Sometimes all we really want to do is just do some work. But for the peoples, man, I'm excited as well to see what they're doing. I gotta be careful because I draw on a flat surface. He looks like he got a dome, but I gotta remember you gotta fade. But I can fix that. 2, 3, 4. But yeah, I didn't get a notification that he was on, that he was streaming at all. And I'm subscribed to his channel, so I was kind of bummed out about it. I was able to catch the last hour or so. Like I say, he's such a professional, though. So I'm trying to tell him, keep doing them. I'll keep watching. All right. I don't know if this composition will work, but it's all right. All right. Now for the big dude. Nice. Well, these are just for show. I take gummy vitamins because I'm a big boy. I want him to have that over there. So your book is done, man. Congratulations, sir. I think that's awesome. Let me switch over to. Did you find that after the printing and all this setup, that it happened a lot faster than you thought? Or are you still kind of like there's still stuff that's waiting. But I'm sure it was such a process that now that you're happy that it's over, but then there's some that sense of accomplishment got to feel fantastic. Yeah. But it had to feel amazing, right? To have it in your hands, to see it that way. But now I'm stalling on issue two because I'm lost at the story parts in a way. Oh, the and how to move it forward, like to get from your what you have from point A to B. I got you. Hey, you got to make an unboxing video, right? Of the of the product. I think that's cool though. Again, congratulations, man. You know what doesn't make sense? Apart from not from what you're the character creation of Steel. What's the point of making a giant metal dude and give him muscle tone over the suit? Is it nano? I don't know a lot from this guy, but anyway. And you cry. Oh yeah, you gotta get the ugly face crying first of all. Just the raw emotion. Oh yeah, that video go viral. Yeah, the and there's been a few, but Bogdanov, I don't want to butcher his name, but yeah. And this shot alone is pretty good. Is it this one? Yeah. So there was an Italian dude. I forget his last name. Yeah, it was during the death of Superman. He did the Castellini, I think his name is. I'll have to look it up. He did a lot of the. He did some of the DC versus Marvel when they did that part in the '90s. That came out. That was pretty good looking. It's the forms, man. The way they built their form was really cool. I gotta learn how to render metal. Yeah, right. That's I don't want to butcher his last name, but that's scrolling, moving my mouse, lost it. Ah. His name is Bogdanov. He did the when Superman came back. Yeah, he had a regular sledgehammer and whatever these giant rivet. Oh, those are supposed to be for rivets. He got the chastity belt, some jets. He didn't really get that much love when he came out, but his design. But the thing that always gets me is that the muscular suit, muscular metal. But hey, and I don't think I think I'm gonna do his ass a little different. The rivets look cool. Denka 3110. Hi and thank you. Thank you for the compliment. This face needs to be this way. Uh, yeah. You mean the one that was all in blue? Yeah. I didn't like that one either. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the eyes. They all had Jerry curls. When he came back from the dead, he had Jerry curls. I was finally able to finish the uh, the guts picture. I'm gonna wait to see how. Ooh, that head. All right. Wait a second. No, Danka, it's not a stupid question at all. This is supposed to be Green Lantern, John Stewart, and this is Steel from DC Comics. So I'm just trying to create a book cover style image for a team up that would probably happen with these characters. But no, yeah, not my original characters. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I have a standing desk. I'm old, bro. You can't be sitting all day. You got to get up every once in a while and relieve that pressure. I do not like that mount. Yeah, I'll show you that the guts I did. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how he inks this. Let me get this thing out the way. I finished it today. I scanned it in. I cleared up some of the armor. I added a ton of detail. I told him when I sent him the drawings, I told him that when he showed interest, when he asked me that he wanted to do it, I said I went and put as much detail as possible. I grabbed the kitchen sink. You have to put your best foot forward, right? Oh, there she is. This is the live stream reminder them about my cat. She is not in danger. She is safe. She is just deaf. She's old, and so she doesn't have volume control. So she sings really loud. I'm gonna show my shoulder shimmy, back shimmy. I don't normally draw capes very well. Probably something that I'll need to definitely practice. So I am taking from the reference image. Maybe I can hide him in shadow. I'm also excited to do that collab with Rick Bulow. It was such a random encounter. Him finding my stream, I was able to check out some of his work, but I've seen him before on YouTube. He used to host a show, this thing called How to Draw Comics on howtodrawcomics.net, and he would host a professional artist and a student, and he would be the go-between. So I think he wants to do something from the world of He-Man. That'll be cool. You wish you can draw like this, Dick? Do you draw at all? All it takes is practice and toys. That might be too small for me to use as reference. But practice, practice. It's like everything else. Repetition and repetition. It just takes a long time. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. If you count it that way, if you look at it that way. But I tell you this, I believe we are all born with the ability and the desire to make pictures with our hands or whatever, right? The first thing they give us as kids to entertain ourselves is some a pen, some crayons, and we go nuts. We draw the sun with a smiley face, we draw weird trees, and it's only after where they begin to tell us that that is no longer something that we should do. You're supposed to grow out of it. And I don't think we ever should grow out of being creative and drawing or painting or whatever it is that as kids, because that's terrible. And then we stop doing it because we want to be grown-ups. Well, look, it's grown-ups that are drawing our cartoons. When comic books and all of these graphic style storytelling came about, it was old men, old men, war veterans that was drawing this stuff, and maybe every once in a while a an artisan that was born with it that changes the way we look at art. Now more and more young people are doing it. So if you're young, go for it. If you're old, go for it. It's never too late to tap into that. It's already in there. I'll channel my best Bob Ross for you. I don't want to keep moving. Whoop. And plus, if you're starting out, Susan, how are you? From Creative Ambitions. I hope we never really grow out of it. How are you? But I was telling, I'm what I've been doing lately is I have two streams going, both on YouTube. One is a vertical for people on their mobile; they were able to see the whole image better. And on for desktop, I have it on horizontal, so you can see the table, you can see my mug, and the references if I pop them up. So I'm talking to Denka on the vertical, and I'm hanging out with you guys on the horizontal. And today I'm just doing a fake cover for a comic book for DC Comics with the Green Lantern, John Stewart, and underneath him, Steel, John Henry Irons, who took on the mantle of Steel or the Man of Steel when Superman got killed by Doomsday. Oh, and Denka, if this is your first time attempting to draw, this is the perfect time to copy, to trace, to do all of those things because it is allowed. Tracing is allowed when you're starting. It's allowed now, according to a ton of other great artists. Uh, Susan, while you're here, where is it? Susan, have you seen uh, these pencils? Let me stop this. Sketch and wash. They're basically watercolor graphite pencils, not watercolor pencils. So I'm going to do, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm going to do a portrait using this. I saw a Norman Rockwell. I saw a Norman Rockwell sketch. Check this thing out. This one second, Denka. I'm gonna see if I can share something. That is that will work. So I am gonna do. I love this sketch from Norman Rockwell, but I'm gonna convert it into the penguin. So I'm gonna give that a shot. Pofis, you was wondering why my gloves are shaped like this. Well, these technically are for uh, digital artists. And I think, do I got it all wrong? Hold on one second. There you go. It's so that your hand can slide off through over the tablet, which I have a tablet here, but I'm not using at the moment. So while you're drawing on your tablet, because it's glass, this will allow you to slide across, and it won't let the oils of your hands and that type of stuff get on the paper. I got comfortable using these, and my hands are always cold, and it helps my pinkies. I had dislocated this pinky a long time ago, uh, and it goes cold and it goes numb on me. So Got to protect the digits. So I'm going to do that penguin on this sketchbook. Let me see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about on the vertical. I don't want to. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Oh, don't worry. That pinky issue happened so long ago. It's quite all right. Is it that? Yep. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. So I'm going to do that drawing. That's a Norman Rockwell. I'm going to do that portrait using these, but because I can use water with these graphites. To add tone, and I'm going to make it look like DC's the penguin. All right, and put this stuff away. And just in case you guys are wondering, these are the references I'm using. That's steel. I'm using that so I can draw him. And of course, that's Green Lantern. I'm using him just for the costume of the guy on top. But I honestly only need their costumes. I'm not really looking at them for shape or the poses or anything like that because I have my trusty models to do that for me. Yeah, Susan, this thing was dislocated. From the knuckle was pointing in that direction, and I think there's definitely some nerve damage. I'm sure because of the way it freezes on me. So whenever I go swimming, I know it's time to go out and get out of the water because my pinky goes numb. All right, I'd like. So yeah, when I crack open that those pencils, it's going to be for that portrait of the penguin. I never remember what they don't wear the lantern ring on their ring finger. I think they wear it on their middle finger. Yes, Suze, I saw another artist do it. He did a quick pencil sketch. He quickly inked just the main lines that he wanted, no rendering with the pen. And then using that pencil, he um, he dropped some color around the major areas around the eyes, the cheeks, some on the neck and on the muscle tone, and then he grabbed a water brush and right on the paper it started to pull outwards from the darkest to the lightest, and mini nuke. And it's interesting because I have watercolor pencils. I have a full case of watercolor pencils um, that I just can't get into. They don't, I'm just not comfortable with them. And I think not committing to a full color and just using the black, the graphite, is going to be the way to go for me. We shall see. And if I fail, we'll just keep trying. So his eyes glow. All right, let me see if I can. If his eyes glow, that means the shadow will be underneath. The one cool thing about John Stewart, the Green Lantern, is if you notice, he doesn't wear the domino mask. He doesn't cover his identity because he wants he if I remember, he was actually, before he became the Green Lantern, he actually challenged Hal Stewart, one of the most famous Green Lanterns, and I was accusing him of not caring enough for his own people on Earth. He spent so much time protecting civilizations, different civilizations from on other planets, and he failed to neglect those in urban cities, in the ghettos, or just his own people. So with that in his character, he decided not to cover his face, which I think is pretty cool. Am I a Marvel or a DC guy? I was Marvel for a long time. I think you naturally are a Marvel kid, and then you grow into a DC adult, if that makes sense. And I think it's because there are more characters in DC that are human, non superpowered, that make a huge difference. Green Arrow for one. John Stewart without the ring is a regular dude, a military guy. Batman for one, but he got money. There's more the human condition involved of people trying to protect themselves and the world as without the human power. But as a kid, I mean, but I might be Marvel, bro. Make mine Marvel, as they used to say. And then the giant sledge. Marvel with a smattering of DC second. Marvel A, 1A, DC 1B, Image far, far C. I've been looking at a lot of Neil Adams stuff, so I think that I think this Green Lantern is not to say that I draw like Neil Adam, but it's Neil Adam esque. Oh, I forgot what my mic was. See, and then this can be black, and then I can worry about the rendering up here. What's the consensus of the chat? Are we Marvel or DC? Does it matter? Yeah. Interesting. His hand is exposed. Neck muscle, shoulder up here. Title up here, maybe. Oh, and Seb, thank you for the templates. I was what I was doing was I was using my portrait book and drawing out squares on 11 by 17s. I wonder, did I show you the last piece I did? Nowadays, no one? Yeah. Yeah. I was able to find this online for as a template that I printed out. Not too bad. Okay. How page layout, American comics. Okay. Uh, at the local Ollie's near me, they have the equal traditional comic pages so your thumbnails fit. See? Yeah, brother. I'll grab their $5 grab bags, their mystery bags of comics, and it has from everywhere. And it's really cool to see some of the stuff that's out there from indie creators. It really is. All right, so his hand, I think he's good. I'll just have to figure out a way to do the shading inside the suit. I'm looking at the screen. What's helping me determine the some of the line work is because I can see the camera, so it's helping me when I am, which is what I'm doing over here while I'm looking over there. But he's now in animation. Yeah, they're gonna be helpful. I'm gonna use them. I kind of I took a moment away from the from my book um, because it kept evolving, and then my pages were getting muddy and getting denser and denser. So even though it's a short story and book, I want to make it look right, and I don't want to make it happen. This is neck. Ooh, I got my new quills in, my new nibs, and I saw this artist use the calligraphy pen, see nib, to do a form of cross hatching. I'm gonna try it out. I still haven't used my other pen, my brushes yet, and I got some new ones. But looking at this, I don't even know where to start. Oh, reminds me. I'm glad you're here. I found a page soundboard. I'll see if I can send it to you through Instagram. All right. I think it's time to move towards. Just looking at this page from that screen. It looks fine from here, but looking at it off of my screen, it's giving me a funky look. It might be this. I might change that again. Anyway. All right, let's see if we can find something a little bit more energetic before we all fall asleep. But that's how we roll. We into that lo-fi. We shall see. Cool. All right. Let's work on steel. I changed my reference to look at steel. Where's my mouse? There really isn't that much to it. To steel. Over here. I'll give them more plating. Rivets everywhere. I don't know. I'm gonna do this suit. We wing it. I was able to correct the autofocus on the camera. So hopefully it has been acting good. for this stream. Looks like it has. Um, that's right. Let's see. You gotta have your guys and gals. What can I have you holding? Uh, this way. This way, this way, this way. Something like that. BS. It's not gonna help me. It's just as sleepy as the last music. We didn't. Are they saying toupee? So what I'm doing to try to capture the metallic look, I am looking directly at my reference and seeing how to. Which one is it? This one. This one. All right. So I'm looking at this reference to help me. I'm trying not to steal it outright or crib it outright, but I like the way. Let me scooch that. Those effects look. So why not? If it works for them and it was printed, it's going to work for me. And what I can add my own type of flavor, I will. But that gives me an idea and at least gives me the vibe of the character. And it keeps me in check respecting the reference, but also allow me to be spontaneous. I'm not gonna do that S. I like that new way they've been doing the S, which is not really new. It's kind of like the way they would do it in the retro version of the S. That might not work considering it's a giant piece of metal. But I'm not reinventing the character, so it's okay at this point. Do, do, do. All right. I'm not going to give him all the musculature because I think that's just weird, but I will give him some type of form and I'll just hide it in rivets. Rivets. As if it was steel, tempered steel, or whatever. All right, all right. I'm not going to give him the chest muscles because it's underneath the chest plate. I will steal that cape because I don't know how to do capes. Any practice? All right, so if it's gonna billow, it's gonna be I'll lower that because maybe y'all don't like the font the way I like the font. It's a regular sledge, so I don't have to go bananas. Sab, I have way too many screens to tell you the truth. Way too many. Um, but in front of me, let me remove this screen here. I have a floating screen here on an arm with my reference. I have my tablet, which is my second screen for my Mac. So I'm drawing in front of my Mac computer. So my tablet, my floating screen. Over here, I have a larger screen that's connected to my PC. That's where I'm watching my own stream. This is my live stream studio on YouTube, and this is where I am reading the chat. It's connected to my PC. So my PC, my laptop is open and it has the music playing. And we bumping off of the beats. So, faux. But way too many. I feel like I'm in the Matrix. What did my wife call it? Blonde, brunette, redhead. I am going to steal, huh? You like that? That pun intended, the way they rendered the sledgehammer, which has uh, that, and then goes that way and that way, and that way. More screens. Yeah, we need more screens, brother. I didn't need glasses until I started working in IT, and within the first 5 years, I needed glasses. You need more screens? Yeah, I believe it. Because I think you and I have the same tablet, same Wacom, and I have my Wacom tablet on a small articulating platform that I can raise it and flatten it, and it's sitting on top of my Mac Mini. You work for a Boston company? That's I think you told me that already. I think you told me that before. For two different cases uses. Well, that's where we're similar. I too used to work for a Boston company. That handle's crooked, but I'm gonna fix that before I fix the hammer. I've been waiting for the Wacom to be free running Wacom. That'd be dope. There's too many cables coming out of these Wacoms. They really become uncomfortable to use. Um, and I just really don't have the space. What is underneath this? Oh, for that much, man. But I think it's Sam. His channel, Sam Draws. He got that giant tablet. That looks better. And that's my pinky. I mean, by that is no cores, but yeah. Dude, we should be grateful. I was messing with Wacoms when they didn't even have a screen, and the hand-eye coordination you needed. And before that, drawing with a mouse was never fun. Make sure I got the right amount of fingers. That is the learning curve for the screenless Wacom. You know, I'm not gonna take this one too serious. My first gig was using the Wacom, the Intuos. Oh yeah, man. Until I got paid to buy the big ones. The Intuos. Yeah. I might still have an Intuos somewhere around here. I don't think I need this reference up anymore. Now there's so many brands that are good. Before this one, before this, I think it's supposed to be 16, 15, 17 inch, I think it is, with 15 viewable, because they be cheating. I went and bought an off-brand one that looked amazing, but performed terrible. And after setting it up and doing so much to it, I had to return it. Now I just stay with my pencil. Um, I think I kind of lost. So this is going to be black because his suit's black. Knuckle sandwich. He got rivets on his drawers. I think that's funny. He made Skippies. Might as well give him that ginormous arm. He has an even bigger gauntlet on this arm. Because it shoots rivets. Hey, what's up, my friend? My friend Magda, how are you? What a nice surprise to watch while returning from work from the second shift at the steelworks, my lord. It's been a while since we chatted at all, so Happy New Year's. I hope you are doing well. And I hope you're heading home to get some much needed rest. I don't know why I did that, but I don't like it. Steelworks, huh? Yeah. I am actually pretty close to getting done because I'm not going to do anything on top. So all the work is going to be to finish up the detail on steel, the hand, the ring. We're moving along today. I'm trying to stockpile a bunch of these drawings. I think what I'm going to end up doing is I have to do a bunch of these. After I'm satisfied with a bunch of these, I'm going to print them out and I'm going to ink them either live or create a video inking them. I know I need to create and keep editing on some videos for painting, some paints. But if you guys are more interested in watching the stuff live, then absolutely I'll do it live. I have a ton of stuff. I have still paintings from last year that I need to edit and put together. I've tried to stockpile them, so I have up until March is my last scheduled video, full long form video. So, but if you guys prefer to see the process in real time, no matter how long it takes, one day live stream is the pencil, one day live stream is the ink, and one day live stream is the paint, and I'm all for it. I think this forum of seeing it happen as it happens. Hey Mara, how are you? So, you guys want, just let me know in the comments, let me know in the chat. What would you guys like to do? And then just subscribe and let me know. I'm down for whatever as my schedule begins to become a bit more manageable. My videos will start coming out a bit more on schedule, as they say. Right now, like this week, the last 3 days, I've had some great opportunities. So if I have the time, I'm going to jump on. So and I figure even if I wasn't drawing live, I draw quietly. I could just sit here and wait. Either way, I like the way that came out. I do say so myself. If you guys watching are wondering what I am drawing, that is John Stewart, the Green Lantern, and that is Steel, the Man of Steel. And I am just messing around trying to create a fake comic book cover or a comic book cover design just for funsies so that I can keep practicing and work on my craft and share with you guys and gals. Share with you folk. Mara, it is 4:36 p.m. where I am. In ooh, what time is it in where you are? Ooh, so um, I'm gonna show you guys in a second why I am oohing. It's late where you are or late where I am? Or 10:30 p.m. where you are? I see. I've been noticing YouTube sending my channels and stream to you guys' time zones. I don't mind them, um, but it's probably because I occasionally stream very early in the morning here. It's late where I am at 4:30 in the afternoon. I don't know. I didn't think that 4:30 was late. So what I was doing about a second ago was that this random sketch line that I did for his S kind of from where I'm sitting and I can see gives this a bevel look. So I'm going to try to keep that because I think it'll actually look cool considering that he is metal and metal work and a little beveling. Maybe it'll look good. But I occasionally stream earlier, sometimes at 10 a.m. here at my time. So no, not in the morning. No, man, it's still daylight. I just have my curtains closed. These are they do very well with the hiding the light. Oh, thank you, Mara. I appreciate that. But because the window is behind me, I would get a huge glow and the lighting in here would be bad. So I close my shades and my curtains so that for you guys, I sit here like a vampire. You can never paint that well. Are you a painter? Do you paint often? Because I'll give you the same speech I gave to Denka. Sit here and encourage you to do it. I've been drawing for a very long time. I haven't been drawing professionally. More, I've been trying to transition to professional work now and do it professionally, either through this YouTube channel and meeting other artists and trying to collaborate and get my name out there that way, which has been fun. Get to meet amazing artists along the way. All right, so this is gonna be black.
TurboTax locations are now open in your neighborhood. So, hand off your taxes to an expert today. Now, local experts.
So you guys are 6 hours ahead, Denka and Mara. Is that right? So it's 10:30 where you are. 10:40 right now.
When you love your dog.
I see. And I think that's the same for my friend there, Magda, as well. Okay. So, okay. I mostly sketch on paper. That's cool. That's what this is. This is paper. I'm gonna have him come off the page. That's out there. It just takes time, some time and some practice. I've painted before, but I haven't really. I've been using gouache lately, and I'll show you guys in a second. You're in Germany? Well, welcome. Welcome from Germany. Hey, both of you guys are your neighbors. My coconut in the way. Well, listen, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me so late. Uh, I'm probably going to be on just for another 25 minutes or so. It's almost dinner time down here. Mara, I have not seen any misspellings. Here, I'll show you guys some of my previous stuff. Even though I'm almost done with here with steel, so I'll show you guys some of my recent stuff that I've done this month. These are some of the things that I'm going to be painting and inking later on. So if this type of stuff you like it, again, hit that like button. Let me know. Yeah, guts. Let me scooch this over so you guys can see a little better. I've already, so this is using the same blue pencil and technique, and then I inked it using my brush pens. So I've already treated this. That's why it sounds rough, because I use gesso. So I'm going to be painting this using gouache. Oh, thank you. So that'll be soon. Yesterday I did. Thanks, Susan. I did Misty Knight, a detective, Marvel Comics from the 70s, I believe. I probably need to fix this hand, because if the view is from this angle, you almost have to exaggerate everything from her elbow down. Has to be bigger so that can work. So I might end up redrawing that, and if I do that, I'll show you guys. Just it's okay. You know what? It's okay. It's okay to erase and to redo and to tweak and to work. You have to be okay and make it sure that it's okay for you to redraw and fix it to make it fit how you want it to. So there you go. Now I know when I come back, I'll get it bigger. Cool. Yeah, so y'all, let y'all know. That's how we roll. And then Absolute Batman. I don't know if you guys are comic book fans. A lot of this is comic book stuff. Lately, this is kind of like where I've been putting a lot of my time, just working on character studies and drawings and stuff like that, just for. Uh, but but I created this channel to learn how to paint and share how to paint. So her arm, Denka, because of the way this image is it needs to be bigger to make the foreshortening work, because the image is her standing over. So I'm gonna try to attempt. So if she's leaning forward, you can see underneath her neck, so her arm is in front. It's not gonna work, my camera. So this arm has to appear bigger on the page for that effect to work on the drawing. So if I make it bigger, it'll sell the fact that you are looking towards her in that direction. Thank you. But that's okay. And it's just one of those things. I probably could keep it. I don't think it just still needs to be a little bit bigger here. Just a tad bit bigger. And then anime stuff. I love anime stuff. I haven't done so lately, except for the Berserk. But the Savage Dragon, I did. I'm going to step away for a second. Oh, it's getting warm in here now. Yeah, I love Naruto and DBZ and Bleach. So I haven't done much paintings of those. I've painted Naruto maybe twice. Yeah, the perspective, forced perspective, or even that foreshortening is really difficult because my mind is always trying to correct it. So it's hard to exaggerate. And I'm gonna show you the next image that for Beta Ray Bill. Like even here, I had to exaggerate that arm because it's in front of you. It probably should have been a little lower, but I just enjoy how exaggerated it looks. Do. This one's gonna be a test for me to try to ink. I didn't watch Naruto when it first came out, when it was first serialized here in the States. I didn't watch it. I didn't like it. I didn't appreciate it. I appreciated it more as an adult. And my wife and I watched all 500 episodes. The first 200 for Naruto, and then the 500 for Shippuden, and we couldn't. It was bananas, and we stopped there. Yeah. My Juggernaut. This one's ready to ink. It's already been printed out to look like pencil. Uh, and these I'm going to try to practice using these mm, quill quill pens, nibs. And brushes. It's not necessary to use those, but I am a clumsy artist. I appreciate the masters and how they used to do it. And once you realize the amount of work that they put just to do these books and artwork with the tools that they had and how masterful they were with those tools, you appreciate so much more what they did. And I may never do brushes or nibs again, but it would be, I've done it before with some success and a ton of failure. But if you don't do it, if you don't try it, but if you do and you struggle and then you see what those masters did, you gain an appreciation for. And then this is just something fun that I did. I love these old comic books. So the joke is that they turned this man's aunt into an ant. Oh, and it's time for my cat. So they're so funny. So I'll put those away. But Susan, those to go back to that perspective, those videos that you've been putting out on drawing the face in perspective are amazing. Oh, and I'm gonna say this to you guys on the vertical, to Denka and to Mara Schultz. I'm gonna put a link to this artist's channel, and I encourage you guys to check it out. Creative Solutions. Make sure. Oh, it's Ambitions. That's the old one. Sorry, I'm gonna fix it right now. Creative Ambitions Art H3. And a 0. That's an O. Check out that YouTuber's artwork. She just put out some videos on how to draw faces in upward perspective, looking down perspective, and it's really intuitive. Oh, it's true. I mean, I do a lot of the stuff. I have a ton of stuff that works for me. So I be cheating. But when I don't have those, I use those same things. Oh, you guys are talking about my cat? Yeah. Every time I stream, she starts screaming like that. So I'm always having to remind people that she's not in danger. She is safe. She's old. She's about 15, 16 years old. She's deaf. She can't hear, so she meows really loud because she doesn't know how loud she's meowing. But she is loved. She is safe. There you go. For the manga fans, this is using watercolor. Oh, and Susan, absolutely. I'll send them all your way. I think that what you're doing is awesome. I think you're gonna love those graphite, those wash and sketch. But yeah. Oh, where's my Naruto? Do I have Naruto in here? I don't. How embarrassing. I have them somewhere else. Some Princess Mononoke. Some Ninja Scroll. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Denka. Condolences to your friend. Sailor Moon and Goku would be awesome together. Yeah, I've where'd it go? I went nuts with watercolor. You made a crown from that's very nice. Yeah, I have a. Sorry, I'm gonna step away for a hot second. It's in this one. My videos end up devolving into show and tell, but I don't know if I showed you this one already, Susan, but the this one of my Sailor Moon here. Oh yeah, I don't play. That's one of my favorites. It's using gouache. I've already sealed it with wax. This thing is going nowhere. But Sailor Moon and Goku would be awesome. Oh, there you go. I love this picture, this drawing here. Not because I did it, but because the combo is so funny. You guys may not know who that guy is in Germany. Definitely gonna know who that guy is. Oh yeah, Susan. So I have a habit of putting those characters that are always bubbly in those type of situations because I sometimes can't draw happy face or cute face like for Mega Man here. I even looking at reference, I just could not get his face to smile. So this kind of reflects how I felt. Oh, the cat bus. The cat bus is from from oh my lord, my neighbor? No, Totoro? No, yeah, Totoro. Is it my neighbor Totoro? I'm losing my. I like the mouse. But yeah, this guy was he was an American wrestler. So but yeah, there you go. That's using gouache too. I have to. It's time to redo one Naruto. It's definitely time. But thank you guys. I have a drawing of Baruto. I think Mike is here, that my neighbor Totoro, that's right. Oh, ugh, I don't think he's in this book. Actually, it might be. I did it for my cousin, and he, where did I put it? It's somewhere. No, I can't remember. I know where it is, but I would have to go back over there to grab it. So I'm gonna leave it where it is. Next time we hang out, I'll put it out. The color came out really good in those. All right. We got about 3 minutes left for the 2-hour mark. All right. Let's finish up some of this line work. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Yeah, that looks okay. All right. That. I think what I'll end up doing, maybe definitely off stream, just tighten up the lines. I won't do much shading back here, but I'll spot my blacks. So all that means is this area here is going to be all in black ink. So if there was another person that was doing this for me, inking for me, he'll understand that that X means black ink. So I'm going to put black ink X's on those places so that I won't have to be using the pencil, wearing out my pencil. There's like Velcro underneath my table. Where are you? I'm going back to the reference image just to make sure I get his design right. And I'm going to put more detail on that fist. But like I said, I'll probably do it off stream. Render his leg, render his drawers. He got pouches, don't know why. See you in the next one, Susan. I appreciate your time and hanging out with me. And absolutely, I think it's awesome what you do. So it would be selfish of me not to share that with people. You have a good one. Why am I using the blue pencil and not a normal gray one? That's not a stupid question at all. So, what in the comic book industry they use blue pencil because I can scan this. You could do it with gray pencil also, but back then you can scan this drawing after you ink it, and you can using Photoshop remove all the blue. It's called non-reproductive blue. I believe that's what it's called. That's the technical reason. The reason I use it is because it actually feels pretty good on this paper. This paper is really smooth. This is called Bristol board or Bristol paper. 1 second, I'm sorry. So it doesn't have a lot of tooth on the paper. It doesn't have a lot of grip. So this slides really easily on top. I have other paper there that has grit, and I use my pencils for that, which is what's in the regular graphite pencil. But really, it's for comfort and just because it works really, really well with this paper. I used to not use it so often because I would just paint right over my drawing. So I would use regular pencil and I would spray it and paint it. But now through the encouragement of a artist friend of mine by the name of Salvatore Comics, encouraged me to scan in all my original drawings so that I can print them out and I can work on the printouts instead of the original art, which makes sense. But not a stupid question at all. Some artists use red, some use blue. There's another artist that basically uses whatever is near him. Yesterday I saw him, or yesterday, yeah, draw with an orange pencil. But it's basically a Crayola pencil. This is a Prismacolor color pencil. So it's super soft, it's waxy, which is why I'm constantly sharpening it. And it's in this holder because if I take it out, this is how much I've used from it. This is the this is the original size, and this is how much I've used from it. So, and the results of the using it has been really good to me. So, keep using it. It erases pretty good, as you saw. So that's kind of like the benefit of it. Green 1912. How you doing? Uh, you caught me near the end here, man. I'm actually 3 minutes over. But just to show you what I've been doing, Green Lantern, steel, and I'm drawing kind of like a comic book cover. If it was a DC team up, so leaving space for the DC logo and the title, Steel Lantern, or something. Welcome, man. But yeah, I'm almost done here. I just been noodling. I'll probably finish this off stream. The next time you guys see this, I'll ink it. I'll ink it live. So like I said, I was saying to the chat earlier that I'm doing a bunch of these drawings. Oh, thank you. I'm doing a bunch of these drawings so that I can do a bunch of the inking live and then transition to painting. So you guys can see the whole process in real time instead of in video or in short form, or I mean in long form video. His ring. I gotta see how to do his ring, but it's basically right here. He's prepping to give proper knuckle sandwich. If you guys want to see the best version of this character, it's the version from the 1990s cartoon Justice League, voiced by the amazing Phil Lamar. Make his eye glow. Why not? doing this guy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I'm just gonna put the mic next to my speaker for a hot second. But other than that, I look forward to seeing you guys again. I may be on tomorrow. Who knows? But I normally put out a notice and a time before I jump on. But if anything, I really do appreciate you guys. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I gotta look over here. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I appreciate you for watching me drawing a Green Lantern, Steel, and my fake comic book cover. I'll see you guys on the next one. God bless. Peace out.